Oke, selamat datang di Geeks Next Door. Kali ini gue ada di interview khusus dengan Harvey Tolibao. How do you guys get into art and what makes you into comics?
I'm a very big fan of comic books since I was a kid. We have we call it the local comics in the Philippines way back 1970s and 80s. So my family, like my grandmother, my grandfather is like a comic collector or something like that, because we have this, aside from movies in back in the Philippines, we have the comic book as entertainment way back 1970. So since I was a kid, I'm very enthusiastic to see my grandmother watching these beautiful artworks and beautiful stories, telling me it's like a kid's storybook when you're back since you're a kid. So I become a fan of comic artists, and since my father is a painter and also an artist, so I was very enthusiastic to learn everything, how these things work, something like that.
And how do you know that you're good enough for comics?
I'm very fortunate to know a lot of guys in the comic book business, because way back we are very far from Manila. We call it the main city in the Philippines, where all the opportunities are very good. Like way in our towns, like you become only a farmer or a teacher. Like the jobs you have there is like teacher or farmer or policeman. So when I have the chance to visit Manila to work as a web design artist, so I have the chance to meet Stephen Segovia and Carlo Pagulayan. So these guys are very great guys, teaching me how the comics works. So from there, I met a lot of great Pinoy artists like Lionel Francis Yu, Roy Alan Martinez, and these guys give me like tips and how to really do the comic way of storytelling, something like that. So I'm very fortunate to know these guys. So it's just like, if you believe in something, then I think people will just come and go, and yeah.
How did you break into mainstream comic in the US?
Yeah, same as everybody else. Like we do have what we call this was like in the information age is so good. Like you have your account like Facebook, yes, Twitter, or deviantart. So those are one of the things that would help an artist, like a starting artist. You could post any artworks you have, make great of it, then somebody will notice it, and it become a word of mouth that people will like, oh, this guy is good, this guy is something like that. And aside from that, if you're very enthusiastic to learn something on it, then it will have its own way. So.
So can you tell me about who's your greatest inspiration growing up and entering in business industry, comic industry?
I'm a very big fan of my father, of course. I've grown with him. Like he do a lot of painting for cinemas way back 1970s and 80s. We don't have posters like right now, print all the posters. You have it digital with the powerful artist, something like that. But way back they have to paint. Like we have Charles Bronson or 70s actors. You have to paint each actor. At cinema, you have to paint. You have a very big painting or something like that. So from there, I want to develop my skill as an artist. But my father, like, being an artist is really hard. In this industry, the opportunities are very hard. So I believe that I have the chance to break into something else. I could make some history on it. And I met these guys, like Carlo Pagulayan is one of the people that really lead me to the comic book business, and so is Stephen Segovia, the artist of Wolverine. And I met these guys. Lionel Yu is a very great influence. Most of the Filipino artists, like, they're watching him as like the most influential person in our country. So these guys wanted to be comic book artists because these guys inspired us a lot.
So you're considering yourself as a comic book fans. So what's the difference, like before and after, when you were just a fan and when after you are entering the industry and become an artist right now?
Until right now, I'm still a big fan of these guys.
Yes.
Yeah, these guys inspired me every day. It's like I'm still waiting on the Facebook page of what they're gonna upload. Like Lionel just showed some 2 illustrations, like great illustrations. And he gonna show it into his DCC. So these guys inspired us to make something new. It's like most of the people like see another artist like, oh, there's another artist. He's my enemy. He's my in this business. We are enemy because we are making company love us through our artwork. But if you can see that way, then it's like the crowd mentality. So it's not a good thing to wake every day because you just hate somebody's art and you need to do something just to make him down or so, because of that. But you need to be inspired because everything is just temporary in this world. We just come and go. So the most beautiful thing is to share what you have. As what my father says, you need to share everything you had because the day you will die, the only thing that you can live in this world is just information and legacy. So how cool is that? Just inspired people and make good art, then you inspired more generation to come to be an artist. All of the ladies with big boobs, something like that.
So I don't, you love Psylocke, like.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jim Lee way back.
Yeah.